I got the Niners winning the NFC West.
Wow.
I know we think the Rams are I know we think the Rams are the 27 Yankees. Seattle's just going to cruise to back-to-back championships. Football doesn't work like that. It never has. This is not baseball. You don't just plug and play players.
Yeah, I just don't see it. First of all, Trent Williams is 40 years old. He's 300 pounds in an injury-riddled position. He's going to get injured. Christian McCaffrey, he's a small running back. He's taken on an insane amount of work over the past 3 or 4 seasons. I predicted his decline 2 years ago, and I'm going to stand by that. I think he's only going to get more and more injured as he gets older. I don't think that's a particularly outrageous take, that a small running back that has taken on that much damage is going to increasingly get injured. I don't think that's an outlandish take at all. As far as George Kittle, I mean, the guy is doing backflips. The guy is doing backflips. The guy is doing cartwheels on a 5-yard out on a 2nd and 12 to try to get an extra foot. Okay, with guys launching themselves like missiles at his knees, he's trying to jump over them. I don't know what his problem is. I don't know why he can't ever just run out of bounds. Okay, I'm not asking him to be Isaac Bruce, where they just remember Isaac Bruce and Troy Holt would just fall to the ground anytime anyone was even in the vicinity. I'm not saying that, but why are you fighting for like 3 feet on a 2nd down in the first game of the season? So yeah, I think George Kittle is going to get injured. I think Fred Warner isn't going to get any healthier. Okay, 30-year-old linebacker coming off an injury who plays the way he plays, he's going to get injured. Nick Bosa, he's obviously going to get injured again. He's been injured his entire career. What makes you think it's going to get any better now? Debo, you already... Okay, I guarantee you 100% Kyle Shanahan is going to put Debo in the backfield and run him straight up the middle and have him get crushed by defensive tackles immediately in a totally meaningless possession. Okay, when it doesn't even really matter. He's going to run him right up the middle towards some linebackers. Debo's going to walk away limping. He's going to be nursing that all season. It's only going to get worse and worse. That's going to affect his production the whole season. That's if he even plays. So, not great. Not great.
Things can get weird. Obviously, Stafford's injury history is a thing of concern. Mike McDonald keeping these guys motivated. Kubiak was a huge reason for Seattle's success. He's now gone. They replaced him with a first-time play caller. They were 7-2 last year when Purdy starts. Here's the other thing. You know who the 49ers beat a lot? The Rams. Kyle Shanahan's record against Sean McVay speaks for itself. Oh, yeah, Seattle that won 14 games and lost 3. You know where one of their losses came? In Seattle.
Yeah, I think when Brock Purdy plays, he's going to be incredibly productive as always. He's going to be top-end Kirk Cousins when he plays. The problem is I do think that in high-leverage moments, and we saw that last year, you do need a number 1 wide receiver. And not to keep talking about injuries, but Ricky Pearsall was on his way to becoming that. Ricky Pearsall is like, he's got number 1 wide receiver chops, except for the fact that his injury meter, his health meter, his Madden health meter is like 25, dude. The guy's always injured. So I do think in high leverage moments you need a number 1 wide receiver. You saw what happened last season when Brock Purdy really needed a conversion. He threw it to Christian McChoke artist, and what did he do? He bobbled it. He fumbled in the Super Bowl. This time, when home field advantage in the playoffs was on the line, what did Christian McChokery do? He bobbled the ball and got it intercepted. So I do think you need a number one wide receiver, which the 49ers don't have, in part due to injuries. Ricky Pearsall could have been your number one wide receiver, I think. But he's injured. And I don't think the 49ers are going to win the Super Bowl. If they were ever going to win the Super Bowl, it was last year. That was the year to do it, because Seattle is not so impressive. If Christian McCaffrey hadn't choked, I think they could have won the Super Bowl. I think they could have beaten Seattle in San Francisco, and I think they could have beaten the New England Patriots for sure in San Francisco. So that's it. Time has passed. Time has passed. I once believed me and Choi Jisoo were meant to be together. Okay, I really did believe that. But while I had my opportunity, that time has passed. Okay, my portfolio has dropped like a rock. Okay, my portfolio is down 70%, and I can't pull it out because I'm still waiting for it to turn around. But the point is, right now I'm on the verge of poverty. Okay, I'm on the verge of homelessness right now. You guys remember I used to trade watches. I had to get rid of my last two at a little bit of a loss. I'm now rocking my Apple Watch and Casio A168. That's all I can afford right now. I've had to sell off everything just to eat. Okay, just to eat. So I think we had a real opportunity, Choi Jisoo and I. I think we really could have been a thing, but that time has passed. I've had to accept that. And I think the 49ers have to accept this iteration is not winning. It's over. It's over. It's over.